Hey everybody, I just wanted to jump on real quick and do this live because I'm working crazy. Let me do a screen. Let me see, pivot. See that? Just look, there's the chair. I'm in the recliner. So I'm just sitting here working myself. As usual, I went to bed late last night and then I had things to do this morning, but I did get a lot done. Hi, Denise. Nice to see you on the live. I just wanted to jump on real quick. Hey, Leslie. I just wanted to jump on real quick. Hi, Linda. I wanted to jump on real quick to help someone out who may be thinking about starting their business and want to really jump out there, or maybe they're scared to jump, but they're thinking they want to start a business. Let me explain something to you. Life in this world is never going to be what it was before this happened. It's never going to be the same. We're never going to go back to who we were before this happened. Just like travel was never the same after 9/11, the world as we know it is not going to be the same. And everyone's jumping out there to do all this stuff. And I don't want you to feel like because everybody's jumping out here to all of a sudden do all these things that, number one, that there's no room for you. Or number two, that you can't get in the groove of it because everything is moving so fast. There's so much information. There's so many things going on right now in the world. So I just want to let you know three things. One, it's never too late to get in the game. There are hundreds of millions of people in the US and billion on the planet, billions on the planet who need you. So there's always gonna be a need for your service. There's always gonna be a need for your product, and there's always gonna be a need for what you have to contribute to the marketplace. So number one, it's never too late. Number two, do not get overwhelmed, especially with social media, especially with technology, with all of the things and the moving parts, because it will make sense to you. So I'm gonna give you some tips after I give you the third thing. And three, remember that it's not a race, okay? There is no more racing. There's no rat race. If this thing hasn't taught you anything, please let it teach you that we can move at a good pace. We can move with silence. I mean, like, there are wars to be won with silence, and there are millions to be made in silence, believe it or not. The silence is where you get all the answers. Okay, so if you're just starting out, let me give you these tips and tricks to help you out. Number one, think of a good, unique name for your business. That's not something that you can think of in 5 minutes. Like, really think of a name that resonates with you, that you think will resonate with your audience. Like, it has to have a message. Your name, the name of what you provide, should have a message or an implied message. So for example, you can put a slogan if it's a general name or an acronym to help people understand what it is that you do and provide, or you could provide a quote or something. So like, my brand is the Hustle Mama. Hustle Mama, you already know what it is. People don't know what it stands for until they get closer to me, but they have a general idea of whom I'm speaking to. So it's the same thing with your brand or business. The second thing you want to do is make sure that the name is not taken. So don't be so creative that nobody knows, like, your business is Oogly Boogly Boo. And people are like, what is Oogly Boogly Boo? What does that stand for? What does it mean? So don't do something that's so unique to you that your audience wouldn't understand it. They really need to be clear on what it is you're doing. So you need to be clear on what it is you're doing. And if you're not clear yet, then all you have to do is take some time. Writing pieces of paper are your best friends. I go through tablets, those note tablets. I rip off pages. It ends up in the trash. I'm writing behind. And you can do that. There's nothing wrong with it. That gets the juices flowing when you start writing things out and drawing things out. And the best thing for me, I always draw pyramids and squares. And the reason why I do pyramids and squares is because the pyramid, at the top of the pyramid, this is your trick. If you're not listening, this is your hack. The top of the pyramid is your end game and where you want to be, where you see yourself and where you want to go. And then on every other level, of the pyramid, this is the question you want to ask yourself at every single level. So let's say the top of your pyramid is, I want to open a restaurant, okay? So the next line under the pyramid is, okay, so how am I going to do that? Okay, and then I'm going to look for a building and I'm going to get my recipes together. Okay, and then how am I going to do that? So then every line underneath is, how are you going to do that? What do you need? How are you going to do that? So those are only two questions you're going to answer. How are you asked? How are you going to do that? And what do I need? How do I do that? What do I need? So then you put that all in hierarchical or order, but it's always the thing that's above it that you're answering the question for. So whatever's at the top, the next line is, how am I going to do that? What do I need? Then the next line is for the one right above it. How am I going to do that? What do I need? Then you go underneath. How am I going to do that? And then what do I need? So you're just building. Those are your building blocks. And then by the time you get to the bottom of the triangle and the base of the pyramid, you should have all of your immediate goals and action items and what steps you need to take first. And that's how you figure out where you need to start. And that's how you discover what your next step will be, okay? And that's actually how I design my custom blueprints. That's how I do it. A little bit more involved though, of course, because I got special sauce, but that's how you can do it for yourself, okay? So the next thing you wanna do is make sure you do a name search. And I always name search through LegalZoom.com. No, I don't work for them. I don't get nothing for that. It's just the easiest thing for me. I mean, you can do it on your own, but why do it on your own if they do it for you? They let you know within 24 hours if your name is available. So that's a good way to find out. It doesn't mean you have to use them. Let them do the work. They do it for free. So just find out if the name is taken. And then the next thing is your domain name. Once you find out the legal name is not taken, then you go register the domain name. Don't register the domain name that is already taken by a business because you may run into some problems. You know, we talk about copyrights, patents, trademarks, licensing, syndication. When you're going to do all those things for your business later on, especially the patents and the trademarks, I'm the trademark queen. Go into the US Patent and Trademark Office, Google my name, and you will see all of the trademarks and copyrights I've had for years. I can tell you. So when you are thinking of your business name, make sure you do that, search through LegalZoom, make sure it's not taken anywhere, and then get the domain name. Because later on down the line, you're gonna want to make money off of the brand and the name and get revenue from it. And you're gonna get licensing from it if you're a big thinker and all those things. So make sure you do your due diligence with that. And then once you need the domain name, of course, go to ourdomainstore.com because that's my company. Get your domain. And this is Money Mondays. So this is what I'm gonna do for everyone. If you are going to register a domain, I'm going to give me about 20 minutes. I'm going to drop the prices on domain registrations on my site. That's my gift to you. So domains cost about $16.99 a year. I'm going to see if I can drop it all the way down to $9 for you. So let me go into my back. Let me go make some changes and some price changes. And if you want to register a domain for 24 hours, I'm going to drop the prices. It's 5 minutes to 3. So give me till 3:30. And you'll be able to get your domain lower than any price on the market. I'll do that for the tribe members. Hey, we always looking for things to do. And then that's it. So I just wanted to jump on real quick. 3 things. You're never too late. It's never too late. There's always a market for what you have because God has already given you something to do, and he didn't give you something to do without making a way for you to do it. Number 2, do your due diligence when you're searching out your name. Make sure that it's understandable and it's clear to your audience, clear to what you're doing and what kind of business and service that you're providing. And number 3, don't forget to make sure that you're thinking big picture enough, but you're drilling everything down and doing your, how do I get that? What do I need? How do I get that? What do I need? Those pyramids, because that's going to be your steps at the bottom for your goals and where you're going to want to go. So I hope this helps. Take care, everybody. I love you guys. I'm going back to work. See y'all. Peace.